Hi, this is your girl Chevelle. This is my first ever Freedom Friday, so just bear with me. I'm just trying to get all the logistics together, so could be a little off. Let's get some housekeeping things in order first. So I'll do this at the beginning of every session, and I would appreciate if you email me or text me any questions you have, especially if you read the second book, because in that way I can answer some of the questions you might have here. Okay, so the housekeeping I have to do is, as a lot of people know, I wrote this book last year. This was the book I wrote last year. This is a series. The second part of this series is coming out. And as I said in my newsletter, it'll be the book of Antoine coming out hopefully this year. Life is lifing, like I said, so it's been kind of hard to kind of maneuver everything, but it's coming. Trust me, it is coming. However, I was humbled and led to write this one, which I wrote this year. This is the second book in which I'm speaking about. It's called Magnificently You. It is real life reminders about how magnificent you are. Today, I decided that this first Freedom Friday that I would talk about patience during the journey. That's a hard one, especially for me. I have absolutely no patience for anything, and especially not the journey, right? I love the outcomes. Sometimes the outcomes are great, sometimes they're not so much. However, I know what they are. When you're in the journey, you don't know where you're headed. You don't know if it's going to be a good outcome or a bad outcome. It gets hard to be patient, especially when you're waiting and it feels like everything is going wrong. And if it could go wrong, it would go wrong. It feels like you're doing a cha-cha, right? You take 2 steps forward and gotta take 3 steps back. That's kind of what the journey is. How do you have patience in that? I think it's in learning that each part of your journey to whatever outcome you're trying to get to is necessary. It's not by happenstance. Everything is a process. You have to go through a journey or a process to get to the other side. If everything was beautiful, would we appreciate the beauty? Because everything is beautiful. So do we appreciate it at all when we know it's going to be beautiful? Or do we appreciate it a little more when it looks real downright ugly and ends up being beautiful? I often say, too much sunshine makes a desert. You need the rain and the storms for the flowers to grow. They won't grow without it. And guess what? Through every rain and through every storm, you have the unique possibility of probably seeing a rainbow. So how does one have patience? I guess for me, it's looking into the context of things. So patience would be remembering how far you've come and what you've accomplished. What you accomplished that is uniquely to you and no one else. Most people know, and if you don't, you'll know after this video. My spirit animal is a butterfly. I love butterflies. However, butterflies start off as, for lack of a better saying, fuzzy worms. And then they have to be surrounded in a cocoon in order to become a butterfly. And my understanding is in that cocoon, it's tight and sometimes it's painful. However, these insects go through this so that they can blossom into their bigger and better selves and become that beautiful butterfly. No one knows. Sometimes the journey takes you to the place where you are set to be. And it's not always going to be easy. And if you remember that, maybe that'll give a little bit of patience. It works sometimes for me, not all the time. I'm human. However, I wanted you to think about that. Think about how you can be patient with all the journeys you are dealing with in life. If your money's not looking right, which if your money is, kudos to you, because right now I'm about to buy a farm because my money is looking like I need a farm because supermarkets are really expensive. No, I say to say that things are expensive and it gets really hard to make ends meet sometimes. And I think it's for the majority of individuals. However, it always finds a way of making itself work. So what I'm going to say is I hope you had a wonderful day. I want you to wake up tomorrow and be determined to have a great day. And like Tabitha Brown says, you have a great day. And if you're having a great day, then that's wonderful. However, if you're not, it's not your place to mess up somebody else's. Let's learn to be a little kinder to one another. I think the world needs just a little bit of that. Take care.